Hello, I'm Leif Spork, and I'm here in Benzonia, Michigan, at the Benzonia Cemetery, and I'm at my family's gravesite, the Bailey plot. My mother's paternal family, the Bailey family. This is the main Bailey grave marker. Some of the founding Baileys are not too far away. My great grandparents. And my great-grandfather. But here we have, and I want to read a poem that my great-grandmother wrote, Amelia Jane Smeltzer Bailey. Amelia Smeltzer. She wrote a poem here in this book that her mother wrote. And she's buried here. Amelia is buried here next to her son, my great-grandfather, who was William Bailey. He died on my birthday in 1942 of a heart attack while dragging a deer out of the woods. So Amelia was a Smeltzer, and her parents were immigrants from Canada. Her father immigrated from Ireland to Canada and then here to northern Michigan. We're here in Benzie County. So I want to read this poem about her parents. And the poem is it's mostly about her father. And it's also it's about her father's kind of, it's Amelia's kind of creative mind in a poem about her father and her thoughts on how she remembers him and what he represented for her. In this book, The Smeltzer Family History, the book that her mother wrote. The poem is at the very end here, so let's read it. January 20th, 2023. He came from the evergreen Isle of Arran to a pioneer life beyond the sea, wrought with vigor and brave endeavor, and a heritage left for you and me. With rive and shave he made the shingles, with broad axe strong the beams he hewed, fitted the logs all snug together, and builded a home for those he loved. Monarchs of the forest quivered and trembled under the ringing blows of the axe, sighed and moaned as the earth they tumbled, with a rushing swish and a mighty crash. Rails must be split to build the fences, wood must be cut to feed the fire. Oh, his arms were strong and his courage mighty, and he worked with a will to gain his desire. From the heart of the forest he wrestled a living. In the wilderness wild he built a place that in later years the lips of strangers praised for its beauty and richness and grace. The sheep must be folded at early evening, for wolves were there in the swamp hard by, and oft times at night the air was riven by the terrible sound of their hunting cry. He told us tales of the forest, of wildcats, wolves, and bears, of flying squirrels and beaver, and timid frightened deer. He told us tales of the mighty deep, of a whale he saw and flying fish, porpoise and sharks and seabirds fair, all the wondrous things a child might wish. But the tales of Arran were best of all, the hill or heath and hawthorn hedge, daisies and violets peeping forth, and the blarney stone on its dangerous ledge. The pond in the yard near the cottage door, where gay Willy Wagtail teased the cat, where Will-o'-the-wisp floating over the moor, witches and fairies and all of that. His tales are told and silent their voices. None others like them in all the world wide. Nobody loved us as father and mother did. Now they sleep silently side by side. Let's go see where they sleep now. William and Ann Thompson, the Smeltzers, Amelia's parents.